About it, you know what I'm saying, about what is the differences between a Grand National and a GNX. So, and also too, I'm going to be sharing.
And you know the Cuba didn't miss, so it's only right that I do it like this. When I stop to reminisce, not a whole lot to miss about my past life. Last night I almost went and flipped, fast like flashlights. All I see is blindness, running so hard to get away from what's behind us. Travel the world and all along you still loving me. Hindsight, I lost sight of what's really in front of me. I got a good thing going on. 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 I got a good thing going on. Yeah, I got a good thing going on. Yeah, I got a good thing going on. Got a good thing going on. Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Peanuts Automotive Adventures. Yeah, we in the Honeycomb Hideout. Today's video, Honeycomb Hideout, and we also in the Buick Grand National because, you know, before I get into the intro of the video, let's give a shout out to our official sponsor,
dragracing.com.
dragracing.va.com, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Banners, decals, signs, promotional items. What else they do, Peanut? Let us know. Oh, come on, Peanut. You know that they do everything promotional, right? They do graphic design, graphic layout, large print, all that. So reach out to them, Team Runner. Reach out to them and tell them that Peanuts Automotive Adventures sent you. All right, let's get into the intro of the video. All right, the intro of the video is we are going to be giving you guys some specs about the GNX, the Buick 1987 Buick GNX. Because you know, Peanut be asking what is the difference between a Grand National and a GNX, and also I've been getting a couple of online social media comments and one or two emails about what is the difference between it. So it was like, hey, let's go ahead and do a video about it. You know what I'm saying? About what is the differences between a Grand National and a GNX. So, and also too, I'm going to be sharing a couple of photos throughout this video, you know, some illustrations and all that. You know, I'm going to fit them in, you know, of course it's going to be of the GNX, you know what I'm saying? Because the GNX in the Turbo Buick community, the 1987 Buick GNX is the holy grail of the cars, right? Peanut, do you know how many was made?
548.
What? No, 547.
Yeah.
Only 547 was made. Also, I get a lot of questions too because I got that GNX 548 vanity plate on, and Team Run It. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna let y'all in on a little secret. That GNX 548 vanity plate that I got on this Grand National that we sitting in. It's me making fun of the car. It's me being humble, just making fun of the car because it's just a regular Grand National. I get, believe it or not, when we at car shows or any type of car event or whatever, we get asked all the time, is that a real GNX? Like, no, it's not. It got Grand National on it. And also, a GNX 548 doesn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So I always tell people that, oh, they did make 548 of them. No, they didn't. They made 547. Yeah, 547, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, that's just me personally making fun of the car. That's all, you know, just having fun. I always tell everybody I got GNX 549 right there, you know, in the other garage. So, you know, it's just having a good time with the car, man, staying humble. You know what I'm saying? These cars is just machinery, you know what I'm saying? I'm passionate about them, don't get me wrong, but at the end of the day, you know, it's a piece of machinery, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like we know better than anybody else, you know what I'm saying? So if y'all see us out and about, you know, come up, talk to us, whatever, you know, we don't bite, you know, it's just, we're just humble people. I'm teaching Peanut how to stay humble, how to be humble, especially when it comes to this car thing, just life in general when it comes to this car thing. Enough of me babbling. Let's get into one of the first things if you was to ever approach a 1987 Buick GNX. The first thing is, you know, have them pop the hood and you're going to see an emissions label. It's on the passenger side. Yeah, you're going to see the emissions label. It's going to have ASC incorporated and not GM on it on the emissions control label. That's how you know if it's a real GNX. So I'm going down the line, y'all, because I'm going to give y'all a bunch of pointers and fit in some illustrations and whatnot. So I'm just going down the line, down the memory bank and all that. So the next one is you're going to see on the intercooler, right?
Yeah.
It's going to say Garrett Automotive label with the GNX on it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with the GNX on it. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to raise the hood on GNX 548, it wouldn't have that intercooler. It does have Garrett, but it doesn't have GNX on it. What's that? What's that?
Factory intercooler.
Yeah, on top of the factory intercooler. You're right. And also the GNX factory intercooler is a slight different version than the actual intercooler on a Grand National for performance reasons. Also, too, in the GNX, when you purchase them new, they came with an 8-page owner's manual supplement. It was 8 pages.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. Ooh, my arm getting tired. I do got a gimbal, but my arm's still getting tired. Also, the GNX came with what size wheels? 16 by 8s.
Yeah.
It came with 16 by 8 wheels. Yeah, go ahead, tell us. Yeah, go ahead. It came with fender flares. The fenders was cut out by ASC, and they put flares on them. Yeah. To suffice to make the 16 by 8s look a little more aggressive on the car, in my opinion. And the fender flares did give it an aggressive stance look. Also, the GNX came with black valve stem caps. It came with black ones because the Grand Nationals, where turbo Buicks in general, except for the GNX, came with gray. Came with gray air caps on the tires, air valve caps. But the GNX came with a black. But also the GNX, not gray. And also the GNX, also for the spare tire, the little spare tire in the trunk came with a gray cap in the GNX. They still left the gray cap on the spare tire. Oh, sorry, just had a little technical difficulty. My bad, Team Run It, man. I was trying to, a message came up on my phone because I'm filming with my phone, and I was trying to swipe it, and I actually swiped on the message and cut the camera off. Man, I never knew you could do that. Yeah. Also, a lot of people don't know the center caps on the 16 by 8 wheels are actually Pontiac center caps. They just put the GNX, decal, the little thin sticker on them, from the factory, not from ASC. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Also, too, on the dash plaque, I want to call it the dash plaque, but I'm looking at this one because they got Grand National on it. Yeah. On the dash plaque, that GNX, it gives you the number, the production number, or the line number, like GNX 547. That's the very last one out of the series. That's hand painted. I just learned that. I ain't gonna lie. I did not know that thing was hand painted. That's hand painted. I just learned that. I was reading up last week on the GNX, and I never knew they was hand painted, y'all. That's another thing. Also, underneath the hood, they relocated the sensor brackets on both fenders on the GNX because of the air louvers. The fender vents that's on both fenders, passenger and driver side. They relocated the relays. I want to say relays on the driver's side, and on the passenger side, you probably got the map sensor and that bracket over there. They relocated it to get them out the way of the what is that called, Peanut? I just named it the fender louvers, the air vent louvers. So yeah. Also, the turbo shield and intercooler piping. Let me start with the turbo shield. Of course, the turbo shield is totally different. It got GNX on it, and it was actually a 2-piece, welded shield. You know what I'm saying? So that's totally different. Ooh, my hand getting tired. And also the turbo shield and the intercooler piping was ceramic coated from ASC. So with that, oh man, that's. I wish they would have just did all the cars like that with that ceramic coating on the intercooler piping, but it is what it is. Also, what else? I'm trying to think. They came with Stewart Warner gauges. The gauge panel was Stewart Warner gauges with the full sweep needles. It came with a Garrett T3. I'm trying to think. Is it Garrett T3? I think it came with my arm. It came with a Garrett T3 ceramic impeller turbo. So that turbo was slightly bigger than the turbo you get on the turbo Buick, such as the Grand National Turbo T and all that stuff. So let me bend y'all up, man. I'm looking all crazy. Also from ASC had installed an auxiliary transmission cooler. You know, they put it right there by the condenser, the AC condenser. Also, not the Grand National. I got the Grand National on my mind. The GNX came with a low restriction dual mufflers. It wasn't a true dual exhaust, but it was a dual muffler system because they had to do that to make up for the suspension modifications on the GNX. Because you couldn't put that regular muffler that goes in between the, I want to say, the gas tank. And I'm trying to think, you know, right there in front of the gas tank. Let me put it that way. So they did use 2 low restriction mufflers on the exhaust. The GNXs came with the behind the seat rear brace to help stiffen. It was supposedly to help stiffen, to help stiffen the chassis. You know what I'm saying? So it's that rear brace. I know there's a lot of people that sells that brace too, where you can install that on your regular Grand Nationals and all that. And that originated from the 1987 Buick GNX. What else? The GNX came with, I want to say, aluminum brake drums and aluminum bumper reinforcements.
Rear bumper reinforced.
Are you sure? Oh, I got you out the what's your name on. So let's go over the package now, which I just found this out last week when I was reading too, because I never knew about the whole GNX package. But the package cost $10,995. I was like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And of course, when they were selling these new, they was going over, like, I think they were selling the GNXs $10,000 or more over the sticker price. So, you know, these cars was going for pretty big money for 1987. I want to say, hey, Team Run It, help me out. I want to say they was going for, back in 1987, when they built 547 of them, I think they was going for, I want to say 27,000, 25,000, 27,000. I want to, so help me out, Team Runner. What do y'all think it was going for? I think it was going for 27,000 back in 87, and that's a lot of money for 1987. Shoot, I feel like that's a lot of money for 2023, but you know. Also, the package came with 16-inch Goodyear Gatorback tires. What else, Peanut? It came with, of course, 16-inch aluminum mesh wheels. It came with a reprogrammed, I want to say, they had reprogrammed the transmission. My bad. They reprogrammed the transmission for firmer shift points and firmer, and it was something dealing with the pressure in the transmission to help it shift firmer and quicker in the Turbo Hydromatic 204R transmission. So it was reprogrammed or recalibrated, however you want to say it. In the rear suspension, it came with a Panhard rod. I'm trying to think. What's the other one? A torque bar and an actual different rear end cover to help support, I want to say, the torque bar. You know what I'm saying? That rear end cover. And the Panhard bar, because I think it got 2 mount points on that rear end cover. That rear end cover is very special. And also, on the rear end cover, it had GNX on the rear end cover.
Arms removed.
Yeah, they had to remove the upper control arms to get that, what is that thing called? To get that one that goes across. It goes across like that. Dang, I just mentioned it.
Yeah.
Panhard rod.
Yeah.
The Panhard rod. So, you know, that Panhard, I call it Panhard bar. Because I remember I owned a 1985 RX-7, and it kind of had the same setup in the suspension on the solid rear axle. Yeah. Of course, we know about the engine air louvers, vent louvers. You know, we know about, it was modified, body modification just for the flares. They charged you for it. They cut the body to get the flares on. So if you look at a true GNX, if you are able to look behind those flares, that body is cut. The instrumentation package which was the Stewart Warner gauges, full sweep gauges, and you had to pay for the GNX emblems.
Yeah.
So this is the difference between everything I mentioned is what pretty much the Grand National and other Turbo Buicks didn't come with. Everything. Of course, to make the GNX, they had to take 547 Grand Nationals to make a GNX, but they actually made it better. Also, the GNX project, I want to say, started in June of 1986 when they first started the project, and they was first pretty much ASC was the outside contractor that was helping make all these modifications and all that. They did a lot, for this car, and this is one of my bucket list cars is a GNX. I would love to own one. I could have owned one a couple of years ago. A couple of years back, I could have owned one. At the time, they wanted $40,000 for it. And I was like, man, that's kind of too much. Man, I should have jumped on that car.
Yeah.
I should have jumped on that car. But, at that time, I just thought it was too much for it. But look at them now. They are very, what's the word I'm looking for? It would have made a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Investment. Because them cars are going for big money now. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully this video helps you when I talk about, that was pretty much everything I ran down in this video is the differences between Grand National and a GNX. Turbo Buick GNX. The GNX is the holy grail. So, help me out. If I missed any pointers about the GNX, please put it in the comment, Team Run It. If I missed any pointers, I'm trying to think what else. I missed any modifications or anything special about the GNX, please put it in the comments. Hopefully this helps you. We in GNX 548. Y'all see us in here. Yeah, it's like our safe haven, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we feel safe, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so what I'm saying, and everything I'm doing, I'm teaching Peanut too. Difference between GNX. See, Peanut even thought it was 548, so I'm glad I did this video if I could correct him, right? It's 547. Remember, when we out and about, somebody asked how many GNXs were made. 547. Initially, also here's a little fun fact too. Initially, they supposed to had only made 200 GNXs, but there was like I want to say a pre-order demand for them or something like that, and so they just upped the production numbers too. So it's a great car. It's my bucket list car, man, for real. I just and I actually got to see, I want to say 4 GNXs. So no, I want to see more than that because we've been to GS Nationals in 18 and we saw a couple of GNXs there. Yeah. We've been down to Richard Clark's garage down in Burlington, North Carolina. Hopefully I got those pictures. I'll put those pictures in here. I saw 2 of his GNXs. Yeah. Then I think he had another GNX somewhere else he showed us, you know what I'm saying? So, we was down there. He showed us 3. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? 3 GNXs. I remember, back in, I want to say 17 or 18. Yeah. But hey, Team Run It, I hope you enjoyed the video. We're just trying to get this content, this content of basic information about Turbo Buicks out to you guys. I hope you enjoy it. I hope, you get something out of it. And, cause I know me and Peanut is, you know what I'm saying? Cause we have to do our research and go over, things, and put it up here in the old memory bank and do things, and just, we want to provide y'all with that information. But, it is what it is. It's my dream car too. Yeah. It's my dream car, right? A GNX. Yeah. When you make it big, you gonna buy me a GNX? Yeah. Okay, see, Peanut got my back. He got my back. Hey, this is Peanut's Automotive Adventures. That's Peanut. I'm James. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share. Hit that notification bell on those videos when they're coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, Team Run It. We appreciate the support. We out. Peace. Oh, let me get out of Peanut's face. Peace.